Welcome back to the Pawn News Network. Thank you. Now, as you may be aware, a little over a week ago, the Pawn's second season came to an end. And with its conclusion, the Pawn's official third season launched on the 14th of June this year. Since the launch of Season 3, the Pawn has undergone many changes, from new whitelistees joining the server to new settlements sprouting up in the world, among other things. And it is, as always, the Pawn News Network's civil duty to report on these changes. Now, the PNN has been out of commission for a little while.
You can't park that there, mate. Fuck off!
But after some housekeeping and landing on this absolute bargain of a recording studio, don't mind the lack of any material existence outside the window, this is normal, PNN is back and ready to report on all of the Pawn's happenings semi-regularly. So strap on your scuba gear, folks, because we're diving into this week on The Pond. Disclaimer, the Pawn News Network is in no way affiliated with the original Pawn News series created by Starbait. Any and all references to the original series are coincidental or made as a joke. Please don't sue me for copyright, Starbait. I could hardly afford this studio. Starting off with the pack, what's new? Well, aside from the entire mod pack being completely different now, this is a whole new season, of course. A big change in the pack this time around is trains, or rather the absence of them. Create is still a part of the pack, just like last season, but trains have been removed in their entirety. You no longer have to kiss your frames or your dog goodbye on your regular transcontinental trek, and the hills can once again be alive with the sounds of nature instead of a 400-ton steel machine billowing smoke into the air. Rail transport is once again relegated to the minecarts of old, and you don't have to sell an arm and a leg to the lava demons of the underworld in order to make them. Now, I'm not doubting that some people will mourn the loss of the trains, but would you really admit to that with how big of a train wreck they were? I'm sorry, please forgive me. Terrain Generation has received one hell of a glow-up. Now, instead of Spawn being as flat as a pancake made of Swiss cheese, it is now surrounded by tall, snowy peaks and rapturous volcanoes, with a smorgasbord of biomes encasing Spawn on all sides, from lush meadows to dry savannas, and cold, frosted cherry groves to smoldering mesas. Just make sure to watch your step. The powdered snow isn't all too forgiving this time of year. Additionally, the world is now full of underground river tunnels spanning entire mountain ranges, providing a nautical alternative to navigating on dry land, so long as you have a ship capable of withstanding the thousands of knives made of dripstone coming out from every which direction of the cave walls. Players are already making efforts to improve these tunnels by removing dangerous obstacles and lighting up paths in the tunnels to improve the ease of navigation. Smaller changes include the addition of parties and guilds, providing an in-game method for players to band together into groups for either a single session or longer, the inclusion of multiple strongholds in the world, shown here, and here, and necromancy, the ability to revive your pet if they are to ever tragically pass on your journey. Trust me, with the powdered snow pockets this season, you're gonna need it. If you are to ever visit Spawn, make sure to stop by the newly opened Pawn radio station, built by Lost in Delusion. The Pawn radio uses the analog mod to play music 24/7 straight to your house as long as you have a receiver installed. You used to be able to use the handheld radio, but it had to be recalled because it was laced with server-killing C4, allowing you to jam to authentic Pawn tunes without having to pull up another tab. You're even able to add your own songs, jingles, and ad breaks to really make it feel like a real radio station. Minus the two hosts that never shut up about their personal lives. Oh, like us? Shut up, Scoops, you're not even real. No! The radio has its very own disc shop, allowing you to import any song of your choosing into the radio. Just fill out the form and complete the instructions on the radio's notice board post, and you should be golden. Ask Lost in Delusion if you have any radio-related questions, and remember that the Pond Radio is set to Channel 3. So make sure you're there if you want to listen into some sweet beats. Now, since the start of the new season, a bunch of brand new settlements have appeared on the server, ranging in themes, player counts, and build progress. As part of today's episode, we would like to do a showcase of some of these wonderful towns as part of the Settlement Spotlight, a brand new segment all about the villages and homesteads of the Pond. Roughly 1,400 meters southeast from Spawn, that's about 23,972.6 Barrett 50 cal bullets for our American viewers, lies the city of Petrichor, an industrial steampunk-themed city built by two-time, definitely not a megalomaniac award winner, E-Cult. The city is easily one of the largest yet, featuring a gobble generator, iron farm, super smelter, and bone meal factory, along with a road network for its state-of-the-art automotive industry, operating on the latest and greatest in the world of power, steam, and this imposing tower on the town's edge, constructed by resident cathedral constructor Einod Blotz. While we don't have exact measurements, Petrichor is set to be home to 18 Oh, sorry, I made a typo. 28 members?! There's gotta be an award for that. But what if you're looking for something a little more peaceful and closer to nature? Well, if you wish to travel to the far west of the pond, roughly 3,000 blocks or so, you will reach the town of Nuremberg. Nuremberg is a solarpunk-themed agricultural settlement placed in the sun-swept valley, sporting large fields of crops and fresh vegetables, and some of the most detailed builds on the pond so far. The goal of Nuremberg is to create a thriving community powered by clean energy, living in absolute peace with nature while providing a cozy environment for all of its residents. To quote Asda, no, not the British supermarket chain, the founder of Nuremberg, "We're building something much bigger, a city of the future free from pollution, exploitation, and the harsh demands of the old system." Despite this, Nuremberg is still a much more modest but rapidly developing community with a lot to offer. And to get a better idea of what life is like here, we decided to ask one of the locals. So, Mr. Pumpkinstein, how do you like living here in Nuremberg? Well, folks, take it from him, not me. If you're looking for a place to settle down, Nuremberg is always ready to take new members in with open arms. Just mind the tank cannon up on the cliff. No one's really sure if it's been disarmed since the war. And that concludes this week's Settlement Spotlight. While we could only show off 2 settlements today, others are being built as we speak, and we have no doubt that many more towns will get their own time to shine in future episodes. If you are interested in having your settlement showcased in the next Settlement Spotlight, just ping or DM me, Spooksagetti, on Discord about your settlement, or write about it in the Pawn News thread on the Pawn's Discord server. Speaking of, if there are any new or interesting developments happening on the Pawn that you would like me to talk about, feel free to use the thread to discuss and suggest these developments for the next episode. This can include events, new businesses opening up, and new projects getting off the ground, among other things. And folks, that concludes the first episode of the Pawn News on Season 3. We apologize for the shorter than average runtime, as our budget has been on the rocks as of late. But fear not, as we will continue working on the Pawn News for all of our viewers right here at home. Stay tuned for the next episode, and have a good afternoon, evening, and night. I'm gonna take a drink now. Stay hydrated, kids. To quote Asda, the pounder? No, that's not right. The goal of Nuremberg is to... Fuck! You get really angry, like, when you have to do a lot of these takes. I don't know. I get really angry specifically. I don't know why. This job is making me emotional. When can I retire? I'm gonna take a drink again. Stay hydrated, kids. And we have no doubt that there are many more towns that I'm going insane. I'm going insane. I'm going insane.